I'll give you an example of this, the way God works. In the Anglican Church, which is much more similar to the Catholic Church than mainline Protestant teaching is. In 1984, there was a man called Dr. David Jenkins, extremely intellectual Englishman, who was a bishop in England, well-respected academic. He was to be made the Bishop of Durham. It's a northern English town. And that was a very, very important bishopric in the Anglican Church. It was very important when England was Catholic. So to make him the Bishop of Durham was a major decision. Well, he said, I saw the interview on the news, that God, when he talks about the bodily resurrection of Christ, because you and I believe Jesus rose bodily from the dead, but he said, and a lot of liberals say this, Catholic and Protestant, it started first in Protestantism, and they say, oh no, Jesus didn't rise from the dead bodily. His spirit rose from the dead. So the apostles all were energized by him as a great example, and they went out and preached the gospel. Right? That's the mainline 19th century Protestant position. And so Dr. Jenkins was not being unusual. That was the norm. And in fact, we've got a cardinal called Cardinal Casper, a German cardinal, who believes this as well. So it's infected us now. We weren't allowed, we didn't have this until after the 1960s. But anyway, back to David Jenkins. 3 days after he was consecrated Bishop of Durham in York Minster, another massively important cathedral in England, the Minster it was 2 nights after exactly, the Minster was struck by lightning out of a clear sky, and part of the Minster burnt down, and nobody has a natural explanation for it. And you know, it's kind of funny with the Anglicans because they're so wishy-washy, and people were saying, look, this is God, you consecrated this heretic as Bishop of Durham in this Minster, God gave his sign to you. And they say, well, this is kind of medieval to talk like this. No, it's God speaking. So we in the Roman Church, we must wait for God to speak